I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy, or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark. Don't forget Gerry.
Hey, it's Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Hi, friends.
Hey.
Hi, Brian.
There's a new friend.
Yeah, before we get into what went down last week, we have a guest.
Yeah.
A very old friend of ours, somebody who used to threaten to come to our actual D&D games when we would have him at my old house, or when we had him at Hardwick's office even years ago.
Yeah, but not to play, to
No,
throw a
he just
Molotov cocktail on the
Like
table.
the way that any jock would threaten a
Yeah.
D&D game.
That's exactly what
It's,
it was. I was going to come in and knock some heads around, throw some die, kick
It's,
some ass, and get the fuck out of there.
It's Dave Anthony.
Dave Anthony, goddammit. From Walking the Room and Friendship.
And I'm
From
going to
us
be...
knowing him forever. He's
Yeah.
never played this game.
Yeah, don't need to.
It's baffling to me because you really seem like the type.
Yeah.
And you always did.
You know what? No, I played once for about 8 minutes in 8th grade.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep,
Yeah.
it happened. Some guys got me into their little lair, and they were like, "Hey, check this out!" And I was like, "I got to go out and smoke pot."
What do you think of our lair?
I'm not sure why I don't have a sheet already. I'm an outsider, so
Dave,
that's kind of weird. I
Did you
didn't
bring
a die.
your pouch?
I brought my Monopoly die. Is that cool?
So I think he's playing Bart for Ken, right?
Well, yeah,
have we
that's what I was
notified
gonna
Ken?
explain.
Yeah, I
So,
notified Ken. Okay,
okay.
so I sent Ken a message and I said, "I'm going to roll your fucking dragon in a few minutes." And he responded with just one word. It says, "Fuck." And then I said, "He's going to be awesome. I'm going to get him a new pair of wings." So this stuff's already on.
Yeah. Well, we decided to do this like when I realized that both Blaine and Ken were going to be MIA tonight.
Yeah.
We needed to record an episode, otherwise you would not be listening to something in your cubicle or in your car, whatever you call it.
your masturbatorium.
listening
Or
area.
some of these guys
Yeah.
could be homeless, so they could just be
Yeah,
laying
yeah,
around.
yeah.
Or at the bottom of
But
a well.
at the risk, instead of not having an episode,
There's some Guatemalan guys at the bottom.
because we always said if we were two down, we wouldn't play. But I decided to bring another voice in.
Yeah, I think it's
But
going to
you're
be
not
good.
too down, man. You got
Yeah,
the
no.
dragon right here.
Exactly.
Right.
So
What's
we got to
my-
get...
what's
And we said I did Dave's Walk in the Room this week, which you
Yep.
can get. That's All Things Comedy.
It was
right?
just me.
And then it's on
It's all things comedy.
iTunes.
Yep, me and Brian. Greg was not there, so it's
Guest hosted.
it's a pretty good podcast.
So we
it's listenable and has stories and
He can
Yeah,
actually.
sure.
Isn't some guy screaming about pants and hair?
Stories ended. Stories had beginning, middles, and endings. Yeah, and
it's a moose-free episode.
we said it was, we're doing like a little crossover thing, like
it's good.
Mork,
Dirty crossover.
Mork showing up on Happy Days.
Yep, it's exactly like that.
Some people were telling me they dug your Mr. Show stuff.
Live?
Yeah.
At that fucking.
Somebody was tweeting me that they had a good time. They saw you guys doing your thing. So
Yeah, it was kind of a clusterfuck. We did
cool. Well,
festival.
Way to go.
fuck them.
No, I'm glad they enjoyed it. But it was hard to hear because they had
I heard about
two
this.
comedy stages facing each
Yeah.
other.
No, it's just a
And
smart
there's
way to
people
run a
playing,
festival.
doing comedy music, and
Wait,
so
what?
Sandler's ending when we're starting.
Yeah.
And it's real loud on both sides.
Did somebody write a comedy sketch of a comedy
Pretty much.
event?
And then
Wasn't there also like a TV screen that would come on?
and then we're on, and
Yeah.
Tim and Eric went on while we were on.
That's cool.
On the other thing,
Then Pink
and
Floyd
that's we're
came out with a
competing
big-
audiences,
Yeah.
with Tim and Eric. So it was,
I mean, that's just a well-run festival.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
It was fun to do, and I think a lot of people that were up close had fun. But if you were back and you couldn't hear us, if you weren't in front of our PAs, you
couldn't
were
hear
fucked.
anything.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's
So
a bummer.
here's a question. Someone brought up Mork, and me and Brian had talked about this on my podcast. How did Mork get from Happy Days
Oh my god, I can't believe.
to modern
I thought we
day?
resolved this.
No, we didn't.
No, he had an egg.
Right. How did he get to modern day? Is it time traveling
Yeah, he
egg?
time travels too.
So it's a time traveling. It's a time traveling space traveling egg.
Yes. I don't.
Yeah,
get
because
what's not to
Is
get.
there any question that doesn't answer?
Yeah, I mean,
an egg.
Where do
There
babies
was
come
an egg.
from? Time traveling eggs.
Well,
It seems like the studio was like, hey, we want to do a spinoff with this guy from Happy Days, and the writers went, fuck you.
no, I think what it was is they made the deal for Mork and Mindy, and they're like, how do we introduce this fucking crazy character to like the biggest audience?
how do we
And it
introduce
was the same
cocaine to
producers.
primetime television?
So I think they just had
Put it
him
in an
come
egg.
on. It was like a pilot almost, like using him,
well,
Yeah.
and then testing how it went. And it was a hugely popular episode
It was.
when the crazy alien came on Happy Days.
But wait,
that was definitely after they had jumped the shark.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
But aren't you? So you're saying
Literally.
You're saying
That's where it came from.
Mork was presented to them to like write in. Like it didn't.
I think that's what
Yeah.
it feels like to me. Even
It
as a
could be.
kid, I think
It's weird that none of us have Wikipedia. Nobody can
Yeah,
figure
no
this
shit.
one out.
So do I?
Yeah.
So do you guys all have
My
die?
phone's
But me,
taking
I
a
don't.
shit.
I
Yeah.
don't have
I said
die.
you
we'll
should
let you
have
roll it.
somewhere.
We'll
You're
let
gonna-
you use
you're
our
gonna
die.
share-
We'll explain the whole thing, but we should jump in.
You breathe fire.
Yeah, how about
Why don't we,
you guys
why don't
tell
we do the recap of the episode first, and then kind of tell him any background on ourselves and.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to break it
Okay.
to Dave
Or do we
that
do that
it's not an
first?
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
dragon.
I'm gonna
That's
have
not
you
what?
guys.
It's not an actual dragon. He's dragon-born. He
There we
doesn't
go.
have
Yeah,
rings.
no, he's been getting it wrong ever
mean-
since I told him.
I'm gonna let you.
What I
'cause
just
I'm
heard
curious,
you say was that I'm a dragon.
Dragon-born.
I'm curious to hear how you guys convey this info. So I'm gonna let you tell him about Bartholomew.
Oh, okay, who he's playing.
Yeah. Just like high out, just so he's got an idea, because you're literally
Sir
like playing
Richard-
the role today.
Sir
Dave.
Richard's known him longer than my character, way long. My character just met
What's
him.
your character
I have a
name?
new character because my awesome old guy died.
What was he?
He was a fucking
8th level asshole.
barbarian.
Okay, I like that.
Huge.
And what's your
7 foot,
character's name?
My new guy? Damian Wormwood Darkoman.
Okay. And what is he?
He's a priest of darkness, of Judas.
Yep, sure he is. And what's your character's name?
I am Sir Richard of Glenishmore.
Okay.
Paladin.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
a paladin.
And what are you, and you're just the
I'm
you don't do
I'm
shit?
the mediator. Yeah, I don't do
so,
shit.
Coward.
Mildred Maxton, dwarven lady, fighter.
You didn't.
That's
decided-
what
you
that's
didn't decide
hyphenated. Lady fighter.
You didn't
Dwarven
decide to
lady.
do a man character.
I generally play women.
Yeah.
Do they die a lot?
That's Jerry's forte. Jerry's got the
Oh, no,
lowest.
I've heard about that.
Jerry will
Lowest kill death
Jerry
ratio.
touches anything. He just
I
reaches,
tell you,
grabs. He's like
I
a
don't know if
baby.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but every once in a while I'll ask you guys how one of your characters was done lately, and you'll tell me, and I'll walk away in the middle of that conversation.
Jerry's like the Wile E. Coyote of our D&D game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you got killed by spiders once, or was that Blaine?
No, I did. I got killed by a spider.
Yeah.
Sir Richard, or I'm sorry, Sir Robin Masters.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He got electrocuted also by a sword.
That was Tor. I touched a sword that was electrified.
Damn.
I didn't check for traps.
Tor. Holy shit. Remember Tor?
Forgot about that.
Heimdall, my priest of strength, took 270 points of damage to his chest from Thor's avatar. He
Wow.
took Mjolnir to the chest.
So in summary, now we have Damien, the sort of
And I'm the new guy. They just met him.
Just
like
met him.
literally.
Don't-
like,
don't
that'll
fully
come in the
trust
recap.
him.
Right.
And he's
so
sort of-
you don't trust him because he could turn.
He's you don't know
I
him.
detected evil.
So it's like actual
I
Brian.
as a paladin,
Yeah,
I have the
it's-
ability
yeah.
to
Yeah,
detect
but more
evil.
hot topic-y than I
Yeah,
do.
he's sort of emo.
Evil.
Okay.
I have to say, Brian really stepped up his role playing, though. I mean, I feel like that was it was the most the most different character that you have played
Yeah,
that I've ever
That's
seen.
that's what I'm going for.
It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
thrilling. Yeah.
It's really awesome.
So Damien, emo priest of darkness.
Gotcha.
We've got Sir Richard,
It's like
a paladin of an Ireland-ish country called Glenishmore.
I get it.
He's blown away.
It's more of a continent.
No,
than
I
it is
know,
a country.
definitely.
It may have been a
I
country.
mean,
at
you
one point, but
finally
we
get
spread-
to play a role playing game, and you're just yourself.
That's what I usually am. You missed out on my guy. My guy was a dumb first guy through the door, just swinging and being stupid.
Then we've got.
I did lose my hand though.
Oh, yeah.
In a previous adventure, we don't know the circumstances.
But now he has.
but now he has a hand made of magic.
Oh, you got a hand made of magic?
And
Yeah.
and
Much jerking
gold
off.
magic.
and a leg. I
I'm
lost my
sorry.
leg.
Was I supposed to? I would jerk off all the time if I had a hand made of magic.
Well, this one
You
has
do and
It's
you
a
don't.
weapon.
You already do and you don't.
Okay, fair enough.
This one is a weapon that he can
I have a gauntlet.
murder people
Oh, you
with.
have a gauntlet.
You probably wouldn't let it get near you.
It looks like Iron Man's hand now.
Okay.
So it's the jerking off is,
Dangerous.
yeah. You might take one.
High risk, high reward.
This episode's
Okay.
going to be a great jumping back on point if you've missed a couple because
Or
we're recapping
30.
for you or anybody that's listening.
Or
Yeah,
jumping
yeah.
off for everyone
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
So, yeah.
There are so many dudes right now who are so fucking mad.
Like, why didn't you
Get
listen
into
to the
the
show?
game.
Do a little research,
No,
Jock.
they're scrubbing. They're scrubbing through the timeline, listening for dice.
Wait, but
Yeah,
let's be fair on my character. I'm not a jock. I'm a
No, I
stoner
know.
who
You
hung
never
out under the
were.
bleachers
Yeah,
and
yeah.
made fun of people.
No,
On
I-
your character
yeah.
or your
No, in
personal
real
character?
life.
In real
Yeah.
life, no jock.
So that leaves two characters left in the group. One of them you're going to be flying, basically. So that's Bart. He's like a humanoid dragon. So he's like a reptilian-looking
Do I have
guy.
He
wings?
just
No
heard
wings.
dragon. He did
No
not
wings.
hear
wings.
No
humanoid.
wings, but you've
Can I
got
breathe
like
fire?
you
Humanoid.
Can. You can.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you've got a magical helmet that is like it acts like a World War II flamethrower. So it's got like chemical jets and it exaggerates your
gift.
breath. Or
I'm
whatever.
disappointed in
a
that.
gift from Bahamut.
Do I have
Is
a
our-
Do I have a magic necklace?
You do, as a matter
Probably
of fact.
do.
What does it do?
It allows you to breathe underwater. We're not in water, by the way. We're in a spaceship.
Oh yeah, we all
gotta
have
be.
little droplet necklaces.
We're in a what spaceship?
We're in a spaceship at the moment.
That is not what I was expecting.
Yeah, and then the last character is Blackie. That's Blaine's character.
That's racist.
Of course.
Racist.
And
Blackie Green.
yeah, Blackie Green.
Oh God, is he a comedian?
He's
Yes.
He's like the morning DJ guy.
yeah, he's like a
given a
fast
wand.
talking car salesman,
But he's
he's
very
like
high
a
charisma.
Yeah, he's a
So not a car
player
salesman.
of the dark arts. He's
That's
a,
what he said, though.
He's a
Always.
necromancer.
He's like
He's
the
got some
best
spells
car
and-
salesman.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's an elf. He's got a little sidekick named Stargoyle that like flits around and helps him fly their ship. And he's
Can I kill that with my fire? 'Cause it sounds
That
annoying.
hasn't been tried.
It
Yeah.
sounds annoying. Okay.
And then
Stargoyle.
that's the cast basically.
Okay.
So you're gonna be Bart.
And there is an old asshole wizard.
Yeah, any
a
attempt to explain the
necromancer.
plot of this
Yeah,
is really going to
who's-
derail us. I
Yeah.
think, so.
Well, I'll sort of
yeah.
buzz through it.
Yeah.
The short version to like set you up to what we're doing today is these guys have been on this quest. There's an evil wizard that has been sort of masterminding some plan that they're still putting together bits and pieces of, but it's starting to look like he's been collecting bits of people's and creatures' souls from all over the galaxy and the universe, and somehow using that or preparing to
They
use
did
it.
that in the movie The Road. I think there was like a basement
Oh yeah,
with people.
Exactly.
Yeah, so same deal.
Exactly. Yeah. So these
What's
guys
he
have
gonna
been.
do with all these people, all these things?
Well, they don't.
don't
You,
know that.
you don't know yet, but it's starting to sort of become a little clearer that he's been taking bits of women's souls, and it seems like he's using the men to like juice them, sort of. There's some type of essence or something being pulled from them. Basically, it looks like he's setting up some type of really large scale, maybe like genocide or mass mind control or something like
Okay,
that.
now
So
what if after this I feel like I'm on his side?
that is it's entirely possible.
Okay.
So you can literally you can have this guy do whatever you want.
So I'm flying outside the ship, right? Because I'm a dragon.
With no wings, though.
Okay,
so
whatever.
specifically where you're at
You
now.
can't fly, so don't try to.
Specifically, yeah, you guys have been
Don't kill our friend's character.
working your way through this. It feels like forever, and it really has been. I can't wait to move on to the
lot
next
of
scenario.
elevators, like a lot of
You've been
elevators.
moving through these massive ships in pursuit of this guy, and it looks like that pursuit is finally concluding. And you get to the near the bridge of this massive vessel, and out the sort of basically out the window, you can see the guy escaping in a tiny little craft.
Son of a bitch, Darth Vader.
And you see that the ship you're on, this massive dreadnought, has been guided or sort of left to fly itself into a star. So you've got about 90 minutes before you crash into the sun.
Pieces on the
So what's happened now, to catch everyone up and the listener, is Blackie has zipped back down to the base of this ship to try and fetch your little craft that you flew in on.
Right.
I'm not what you're going to do with it is still a little up in the air. There may be like some extracurricular or extra vehicular jumps. I don't know, like 2001.
So I'd say mind your business. When I get my thing, I'll do my thing. You know what I mean?
No, it's not.
Dragon.
Do you see Vin Diesel jump at Michelle Rodriguez? There's going to be some of that.
Yeah, there might be holding the breath and hoping that you're not in space for more than
Also, he just went for
seconds.
it. We were all like debating, and then he's like, well, I'm gone. And
then he just left, yeah. So Blackie is en route to the ship. You guys have seen that the ship, he doesn't know this yet, but you've seen the ship has sustained a little bit of damage, so hopefully it's still flyable by the time he gets down there. And we last left off, you guys were up in the room, and you'd seen on the monitors in there, you'd seen a land that looked like Glenishmore. And
that was the most upsetting part, was seeing my country torn apart.
It looks like before this guy bailed, he somehow sort of was like, go fuck yourselves, and people that he controlled, possibly on your world or your world, are now like causing chaos or whatever.
Oh boy!
So it either needs to be shut down. I guess you should worry about that after trying to get off the ship, but because you only have.
If we can't shut it down and the ship flies into the sun, then there's no shutting it down,
unless it explodes into rainbows.
That's the big shutdown.
It could happen.
Dave didn't smile when he said that either. No. That was a very serious outcome.
I would like the ship to explode into rainbows.
Anything can happen.
So just
the magical land of
I did look it up, and Mork just shows up.
So he wasn't listening at all.
No, I heard everything. We're on the ship. We're going into the star. The dude got away. Can we catch the dude, or is that just?
Maybe if you guys...
Can we split up?
If Blackie gets back with your little craft and you're able to...
I can go get him.
Yeah, possibly.
Don't go anywhere right now.
But the problem is it's literally like two ships, but there's nowhere to dock up here. So you're going to be trying to figure that out. He'll be up here in a little bit. In the meantime, you guys were looking for the bridge to see if you could fly this major ship somewhere else.
That's the most...
Right.
Wait, we don't even know where the bridge is on? Why are we on a ship we don't know where the bridge is?
Because it was a tower that took off.
It was a tower.
Fair enough.
Flew into the
Fair
sky.
enough. Completely legitimate answer.
I knew you'd understand.
But so you guys. But you feel like you're getting warmer because you've been sort of ascending this tower ship, and
I thought we were getting warmer because we're getting closer to the sun.
No, well, that will
but we're
happen
getting warmer,
shortly.
Like we've found.
But it feels like you're getting closer to where this thing is flown.
Okay.
Yeah, and when we last left, I think there was just one door out of the room you're in that you hadn't gone through yet. So I figured that would be the logical place to
Let's go
hustle.
through it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you move through that door, and you step into a semicircular room that's clearly the bridge. Exactly what you guys have been looking for. These guys have been looking for this for a couple eps now. So,
thank God I'm here.
Unfortunately, the guy who knows best what to do in here Blackie is like running back to your ship. So
he's disappointing.
So there's a whole bunch of dimly blinking lights and stuff. Yes.
Question: how come I didn't run back to my ship?
Well, because you would have had to essentially take the stairs, and he could take like a wizardly flight. Yeah,
yep. Right, fair enough.
He's double timing it.
Yep.
Is now a good time for me to pray to Bahamut for guidance, because that's what I'm doing.
I think it's always.
I think we should just start pushing stuff, because how much worse can it get?
Can I pray first?
Pray and push.
Pray and push.
So you're going to start button mashing on the control panel.
I would like to use my underwater necklace.
All right.
It looks like a little
At
space
least he's not
helmet.
pushing buttons.
It actually looks like a little space helmet when it goes
In
on,
the
so.
usual delightful D&D characters bursting through the doors like Kramer,
I'm thinking of Leroy.
Jerry
from,
drops to his knee, starts praying.
Jenkins.
Yeah, Leroy Jenkins.
Mildred starts hitting the control panels, and Bart's water bubble helmet goes boop. Okay, so you're hitting buttons. So let me just roll real quick and see. If,
I mean, is everyone okay with that before,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's push the buttons.
it can't. You're right. It literally
It sort of feels
just
like-
can't get any
right.
worse. Yeah,
Well, you could turn
Unless
off
you-
the ship's gravity.
unless you
That
detonate.
sounds fun. Nice
right.
way to spend our last 2 hours. Weightless.
Okay, so you start praying. There's no like bolt of lightning or immediate answer, but you're in the process of praying. You're pushing as many buttons as you can, swiping, doing everything.
Push it real quick.
But you don't feel the ship change directions or anything. You push one button and there's a distant sort of thump,
Okay.
but you're not sure. There's really no way to tell.
Also, we had,
Ejected, Blackie Green.
I meant to do that. We also had talked about destroying the gray stuff
Yeah.
that was flowing through the tubes.
I'm all for that.
Yep.
Before we do anything else,
I
too.
sort of stand back and start chanting.
What?
Okay.
Dragon,
Okay,
get
I
on
gotta
that.
say that makes Dragon really uncomfortable.
Yeah. And the Paladin.
Yeah, we're all.
What's he
pretty
chanting?
This makes me uncomfortable too because I don't even know this guy, so I don't even know what he's getting ready to do.
Does it sound like world
But
music, or-
before we go any further, so there is 2 other ways out of this room other than the one you came in. The one you came in looks like sort of the main doors, and then there's a set of doors on the right side and on the left side. And then picture you're standing in the back of the Enterprise, the bridge of the Enterprise,
Yeah.
and there's a door on the left and the right, and then you can see like out into you can see the edge of the star you're about to crash into through the sort of
I mean, so
viewing panel.
it's the Star Trek: The Next Generation because there are doors in that one.
Yeah, is there? Oh, okay. Yeah, TNG.
Just so you know.
We need a map. Right?
If I draw a map, it's just going to look like a dick. That's what all the maps
I know.
look like.
every map he draws.
What? Well, I guess I'll find out what you're chanting for.
I don't know, but he went into a big book and he looked it up, so he's up to something.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Big-
Look
the
at his
big-
face too.
The big book of chanting, and he looks like he just found a bag of vaginas, and he's so excited and giggling right now.
If I found a bag of vaginas, I wouldn't look happy. I know on paper it sounds awesome.
You say that, but until you've done it. Okay, so what happens?
All right.
A good way to cover up
You're
for
still
having
praying.
a bag of vaginas is saying that
And
if
you're
you
still
found
pushing
one,
buttons.
Do I have
you'd
anything to
look
do
happy.
besides water?
I think no matter, yeah. I think you're only going to fuck
Well, you can
one of
explore.
those.
You could go check out the other
I
door.
wanna look at the door on the
This is
left.
terrible.
Left.
Oh,
Okay.
look at the
You
left
know,
door.
you know, like the preschool toy that like the kids play with, like the
The
tube?
stacking.
Yeah, the
yeah,
stacking
Oh, yeah.
thing.
You just stack the vaginas.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're for.
Oh, on your.
Yeah.
All right.
So you continue praying.
Please.
You continue pushing buttons.
Wait, do they go all the way through?
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
thinking.
Yeah,
That's what he's
that's where the whole thing falls
The
apart.
the Lincoln Log
They're
vagina
not
toy.
like donuts. I
I
mean,
mean, if they're
it's
made
like-
right, they do.
Have you seen?
I think I have.
That was the most obvious ... at the end of a sentence verbally I've ever seen.
I can't pray to Bahamut and be thinking about vagina.
No. Okay, so while you're pushing buttons, Bart moves to the door on the left. He's
Yep.
going to check out that room.
Deal with it.
In the distance, way off, just barely visible, you can see like sparkling and bits of something, and it looks like something. The last round that you pushed the buttons must have jettisoned. You're not sure. It could
Oh,
be
no.
trash or
It's Blackie.
you don't know.
It's
But
Blackie.
there is stuff. There is like a cloud of something drifting slowly way out there.
It's not Blackie. It could be the
Look,
ship
even
detached.
if it is, he is off the reservation. He without consulting us, flew off at wizard speed, which we all know is greater than.
He's basically on a timer in my head for when and if and some dice rolls to when and if he gets back.
Yeah. Well, let's
and
just get
with
our
what,
stories
so.
straight. We all agree to push buttons.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break.
Yeah,
first
and then
break.
we'll see what Bart sees inside the room.
And then before we do that, I have 2 donor shout-outs this week before we get to the first break. Justin Gagner sent some money in. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
We'll send
Thanks,
you,
Justin.
We'll sign it, and
That
we
was
won't let
Scott
Dave
doing
sign it. And then Annetta Ryback also
Thanks,
contributed
Annetta.
some money. Thanks, Annetta.
Holy
Or
shit.
Anita.
Two shout-outs this
Yeah,
week?
for this one, yeah. And then also, this is crazy. I was in Halifax, Nova Scotia at a comic book store called Strange Adventures, and I was doing a signing there of Jerry and I's book, and I met a guy named Jonathan Monroe, and he gave us a D20 that he rolled before he asked his wife to marry him.
Whoa.
And he rolled a 20.
Whoa.
Yeah. And he's never rolled it since, and he doesn't want to have it anymore because he doesn't want to, fuck with the fates.
This is how
I'm
movies
gonna hand
start.
it. I'm gonna
know.
hand it down. Wow. Oh, and it's smoky.
Yeah.
And totally clear, which I know Sark has a
Oh,
thing.
that's one of those
and,
classic
and
ones.
sharp
It's like
edges
sharp
too.
edges,
Sharp
yeah.
edges.
It's nice. It's a nice die. And
What
then,
if? What if when
pretty
you
legit.
roll it?
Look at
what,
that.
What if when you roll it, it's like you got voodoo powers on this?
Well,
Yeah, what
he
if I roll a
basically
1 and they
said-
get divorced?
Well, he
Love.
did it. He did it because
he
Amarth had
doesn't-
just died.
Oh, okay.
And he was saying next time you get into a thing where you need to roll a 20, and but I think Amarth died from rolling. I was rolling.
Amarth rolled a lot of bad rolls.
Yeah,
right
I was
before he
rolling
died.
10s. Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
Mork was actually kicked off Orc because humor is not permitted on Orc.
That makes sense too. I mean, at least they had a clear
He's
presence
still-
of character.
so
Which gives me a good idea for a planet for you guys to
okay.
visit. So
thanks, Jonathan Monroe.
Hey,
Thank
thanks,
you.
guys. That's very
We'll
kind
hold
of
on
you.
to this, and
By the way-
thanks everybody else. Here's a
Annetta
break.
and Jonathan?
I got
Let's-
to.
yes,
Is there
break.
like a?
Break.
Do we have to?
Yeah, real
All
quick.
right.
Break.
Jesus.
And we're back.
What if that
Business.
dice is?
We're
a
back.
monkey
Shut
paw?
up.
We got to take care of business.
Yeah, we got to take care of
Menthol
business.
cigarettes.
What were you saying about the dice or the die?
I'm worried. What if it's
Well,
like
we don't
a
have to roll
mob-wise
it.
situation?
I'll just keep it. Oh yeah.
I just see you rolling that, and then somewhere in Canada, a woman's spine snaps.
Jesus.
I feel like everyone's looking at this wrong.
No, it is. It's a great gift. Look, here's the thing. The next very important roll I have to take on a D20, I'm going to roll.
I agree that I wouldn't want to roll it. I think it should just stay forever rolled at a 20.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know.
All right.
You might wake See, I'm thinking more like a tiny T1000 and it wakes up. It can become all kinds
maybe
of
if someone-
tiny little simple objects.
Well, if you were about to propose to someone, then you would roll it. It would tell you the future.
Or if the dragon's fighting a
Will
hobbit.
you be wife number 2?
That was Jerry's
Jerry's
depleted
night-
uranium
Crazy
dice.
die.
Did you hear those fucking? Did you hear Jerry's?
No, that was like, that's like someone throwing a giant.
This is what people normally do.
Yeah,
These
no,
are what-
that's
They
the
don't
normal
roll.
sound.
That's the thing with those dice, though. They just land.
clunk.
Well, they land.
It's like playing D&D with a cyborg.
Yeah. He has to fix the divots he leaves in the table.
Sir Richard has lived a above average life with these die.
It's true.
Yeah, for me.
Because your God keeps saving you.
All right, let's get into.
Yeah, I think my God also saved you.
It was all right. I did a lot on my own.
haven't done dick for me. Just saying.
Hey, what do you find behind that door?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Bart?
were we? Yeah. So
Pizza.
Bart moves to the left,
Yep.
checks the door. So you swing the door open,
Yeah.
and through this door, you look into a room like you haven't seen, or Bart hasn't seen yet. Have you guys been to the Louvre? Any of you guys?
Yes.
Nope. not
Okay,
me.
so there's a chunk of the Louvre that's like a rebuilt or like a maintained Napoleon bedroom. Mm-hmm. It looks like that. It's like solid velvet, gold, ornate, over the top, like disgustingly fancy.
Yeah.
Do I detect evil? I guess that's
It's
what
the
I would-
captain's room.
It is. It's his bed.
Yeah, bed, everything. Huge floor-to-ceiling paintings of this old dude in victorious pose. It's the guy you guys have been
Yeah.
stalking. And there's a massive... You do detect evil. And it looks like it's coming from what looks like a massive statue of one of the clockwork guys. And your immediate instinct is that it's not a statue. It looks like a giant. They've faced sort of these automated like ship maintenance bots that are these gigantic mechanized. They look like Big Daddies kind of from BioShock. Yeah. But this one is about twice as tall. So this is like a 20-foot behemoth. But it looks like it's stone. But the detect evil is
poke it. See if it's stone.
No.
Registering the...
If it's twice as big as those other ones,
we don't want to fuck with it. Or do we?
Is there anything in the room that looks like I might be interested in it?
Yeah.
A lot of things in this room that look like it might be interesting. You recognize that Blackie would probably be excited about this bank of books, this old dusty bank of books.
Oh yeah.
And there's it's sort of a desk is backed up against these books, and there's charts and it looks like plotting and navigation.
Can I talk to you out of the room?
What's that?
Can I talk to you out of the room real quick?
Yep. Well, if you're going to talk to me, then everyone else has got to leave the room.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
That's true.
What?
Just for a second.
Private secret messages that you guys can't hear.
Okay,
So.
dragon no like.
Is this going to be a long one or real
No,
quick?
real quick.
Okay, all right. So everyone's leaving. And they're all they're giving Brian the stink eye.
Well, I've never played a character like this, so but he's chanting to Judas that and I have chanting, but that his party, or that he and his party be delivered to safety. But then he's also chanting that Blackie is communicated with or comes back, that he's trying to send.
Okay. All right. That's the chant.
Yes.
Essentially, it's like
Praying,
your form of praying.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're trying to communicate via Judas to send Blackie back.
Yes.
And what was the other one?
I did. Yeah. Can I not do two?
Well,
two
I mean,
chants?
you have a spell book there. So did you pull spells yet or not yet?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so
Chanting is one of my.
But what does the chanting do exactly?
Well, you can definitely use it as protection. So maybe, I'll just do that.
What page are you looking at?
203.
203. All right. We're getting to the bottom.
You can bring the priest, or the priest brings special favor upon himself and his party.
Got it.
Causes harm to his enemies.
Chant, yes, second level priest spell. We're in second edition, by the way, listeners. We've almost 99% switched over. Special favor, cause harm to the enemies. Let's see.
Yeah, I guess I don't really have anything to communicate with Blackie, but I was just trying to.
So you can improve your attack and your friend's attack and their saving throws. Let's see. Multiple chants are not cumulative. All right, so you have to, if you want to chant, well, let's see. How does this all attack? So here it is. It's not it's not really like a catch-all, like praying to Bahamut. It's literally to improve your allies' bonuses and attacks by one, and to make the enemies reduce, or to make the enemies suffer a -1 penalty. So it's more like a buff and a buff and a simultaneous curse, rather than a sort of a request directly from your deity. So
Right. Yeah, I don't have any way of doing that in the book, do I? I mean,
well, you just have to role play that. You can just tell me.
Yeah, it was me just praying, basically. But,
Right. So you don't want to cast chant right now.
Oh, okay.
You just want to pray to Judas.
Yeah,
Similar to how you and the Paladin have more in
I'm
common.
totally new to this
How in
shit, dude.
like
I've never even read this part of the book.
No.
I never cracked.
I have not played with a ton of priests either, so we'll figure it out. But so right now you're not going to cast chant. Although I mean, if the shit hits the fan,
I got that standing by, but
you can do that. So as long as you're chanting, your guys will get your pals will get bonuses, which is pretty cool. For now, you're just praying though to Judas, asking for like you want Blackie to like return quickly. Okay, cool. I'll tell everyone to come back in.
All right, cool.
All right, clear.
It's cool. We were just all making plans to move in to the same town together.
Yeah, we all became best friends.
Are we all going to become roommates at the Nerd Poker House?
Sitcom.
Is that network or no?
FX.
So you are contemplative. Damien's oddly silent. Seems to be pondering your guys' predicament.
I'm gonna consider Bahamut informed of our predicament now.
Okay. So you rise up to your feet.
Yes.
You see Bart over, sort of staring into a real gaudy like bed chamber.
I got a sweet bed chamber.
There's also other things that are in there. There's the giant statue of the sort of the robot.
So can we all go in there now?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the sort of the canopied fancy pants royalty bed.
Yep.
There's the desk with all the charts and the books. And then there's over in the very far end, there's a chest, like a big iron-bound wooden classic looking chest.
Ordinarily, I'd be the first one to head over to the chest, but I feel like once we engage anything in this room, we're going to wake up that sleeping stone giant.
That's uncharacteristic caution that's being used right there, Dave.
This is Sir Richard talking. Some of my other
right.
characters were much more into
Well,
plundering.
Mildred in her 8 wisdom thinks that someone should check for traps and then we should just try to open the chest.
How great is it that we're flying into the sun and yet still concerned about booty from the edge of some...
Yep.
Maybe there's something that'll help us with the sun.
Yep.
And don't forget, there is another set of doors on the other side of the bridge.
I mean, I
on
say
the
we
right
go
side,
look
so-
at the other door first.
Yeah.
Because it could be like jelly beans.
Yeah. Yep.
Could be a whole room. Old people like those types of candies.
And
They're
then
soft.
It's all hard
You
candy.
know what?
Like, is that a
Dave-
metaphor? Or is
Dave's
It's
more-
a giant bowl full of hard
it's
candy.
all jelly beans,
Dave's
man.
a gamer though, so he's more hip to this than he'll let on.
Yeah.
Like he knows in his mind, he's like, I don't know if I want to go in this room. He's already thinking like motion sensors, all that shit. But he'll hide behind a jelly bean joke, but he won't fuck around. It'll become fucking SWAT team in a hurry
See,
with
that's
Dave.
what I was saying. I don't
Yeah.
understand why he would have fought it so long when it's obviously in his nature.
It's not. I like puzzle games.
Puzzle games.
Ico's still my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good game.
game.
All right, so Bart backs away from the door while you
Yep.
guys are peering in, and as you're gazing into the Napoleon bedroom,
Yep.
you check the doors
I'm
on
gonna
the
go open
right.
some more fucking doors.
So the doors on
At
the
this
right.
point, I'm just gonna say I'm Bart the door opener.
Yeah, the title.
Yeah.
It's unlocked. So you swing the doors open on the right side of the bridge, facing out, and over there you find there's it's like a room, featureless room, rectangular, no windows, no other doors, and there's about like 3 rows of 6, so 6 by 3, 18 holes in the floor. From where you're at right now, you just look in and you can't see what.
And there's nothing to put in those holes.
A giant's bidet.
Yeah, it just
Nothing-
looks like literally like in like a like medieval like shitter almost. They're just like stone floor and just circular holes stuck in it.
This
It
is
doesn't
when- this is
look
when-
like a toilet though.
Did
but-
you,
Brian,
like-
do you have any shitting
Yeah.
powers?
Did you?
Can you see down the holes from where he is?
Well, not from the door, but if you want to go in and check
do,
out.
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that shit out.
All right. So you go in. As you
not
move
my-
in,
not
and
my
you get
dragon.
like a. It's true.
Dragonborn.
So as you move in and you get a better sort of angle on the holes, you see that each of them is only about they're like 18 inches across, and they're only about 8 inches deep. Yeah. So they're these indentations, and the bottom of each of the circular indentations is like glossy. It's hard to tell in the light, but it could be glass or it could be like some kind of obsidian or something, but it's real shiny. But you haven't seen anything else like this in the ship yet, so it looks sort of like...
Could it be like a membrane?
No, super hard. It's
Okay.
like, yeah. It looks sort of like...
I don't need some baby shit popping out of there.
No. Yeah. See? He's in there.
What do we see on the other side? Is it pitch black?
Yeah, it's just real...
Are they like lens quality
that's what
kind
I'm
of?
thinking about.
Yeah, well, they're not lenses. It's not like a curved... This is something
They
else.
seem breakable.
Is the void
Possibly.
of space on the other side? We should maybe not break it.
I don't
Someone's
know.
a downer
How
today.
big is Brian? Like if we
Oh, he can
if
break-
we
If I'm-
broke
This is a
one,
different-
This guy, I'm not
Brian's-
tough.
No,
My
I
old
forgot.
guy. Yeah, my old guy.
Marth,
Brian's ass got stuck in there, would be like plugging up the hole.
No,
Marth would have already
my
broken
guy's-
every one.
My
if
new
you were
guy's
here.
tiny.
He would have been punching them.
Yeah.
Like... With a warhammer on his back, he would have been punching these things.
Is he still chanting, by the way?
Yeah. No. He's not chanting. He's just
Contemplative.
He's
and
quiet. Well,
Thinking. He's
I
thinking.
mean, should I be worried about him at this point?
It's sort of weird, but he seems harmless.
Can I break him out of his chant?
Did we never found my clothes, huh?
What?
No.
Oh, I don't want to play anymore.
You have. Well, no, he's not
my
fully
whole-
naked. You're in the weird like.
I had
loin-
a shaman who was nude.
Upsetting.
Oh yeah.
And he had a polar bear.
What?
True. It's a spirit bear.
There's
Jeez,
fan art
that's
with his dick included online.
Yeah.
Multiple pieces.
I mean, that's when people just need to start thinking about what they're doing.
It was Jerry
Who,
created
us
the
or
character.
the
Yeah,
people
Jerry
who
created the
listen to us?
character.
The people drawing those
You
pictures.
can't blame the artists.
No way.
That's true.
They were just reflecting back.
And they're good. Like we have.
No, I'm sure.
The art that's been sent to us, almost across the board, is good. Like it's
Yeah.
not people that can't draw. It's not like my mom is drawing. Here's a wizard and a bear.
I drew your barbarian.
Yeah.
Here's a picture
No,
of your
these people
character's
can all
wiener,
draw.
Brian.
Yeah.
Come out to the coast. We'll have a few laughs.
bear and a dick.
Why does my mom sound like you're bad Bruce Willis?
Why does Bruce Willis
Come
sound
out
like
to
your
the
mom?
coast. Whoa. Come out to the coast.
All right, I got to be honest.
Listen.
Here's our choice. We
Yeah.
fucking break one of these goddamn things open, or we hit up that goddamn chest. Let's
Yeah.
make a choice.
All right.
I
Yeah. You're fucking getting it, dude.
here's the thing. Either well, we're flying into
Sir
the
Richard,
sun.
go.
So
I don't like.
Yeah,
Here's
exactly.
the deal. I don't like the giant 20-foot tall dude.
But
Fuck
what
that
if we
shit.
what if we break that?
It's not. Who's going to design a ship with holes that you can
yeah,
break
but
on the
this
bottom?
guy's a total asshole.
No, but even if it's out into space, then I'm sure there's something that can
Yeah.
be done.
Well, it'd be like a branch that I can grab
Hey,
onto.
why don't we split up into two groups? One breaking the glass, and the other
Well, which are you
team
more
trying to
scared of?
grab the. I would be more likely to grab a couple of those magic books or an entire chest. I don't think we should go in there and trying to open the chest.
Can
necessarily.
someone check for traps? Does anyone have that ability now or no?
Well,
Well,
I think that's a rogue. A
we
rogue
still don't
deal.
have a rogue?
No.
All right.
You could go in and you could tell me you want to check for traps, and
I do have one bit of business though with you that I might want to keep private.
Okay.
Oh, come
You can
on.
write a.
Did I already-
yeah. Is it
yeah.
note writable? Yeah, we can do that.
And how well does my guy get the layout? He doesn't, right? Because he was
Yeah, this is all your guys.
he was captured, and
Your guy didn't even know he was in a spaceship. He had no idea
Right.
what was going on. You basically
So
woke up
dumb.
in this situation.
Does he have any idea where his clothing could be, or where his staff and his belongings?
No.
It can't
I
be
feel
like
like we're
a
losing
room
focus.
that they would come to me from, or no, because I was suspended, right?
That's right. All right. I
All right,
I
so-
just got Jerry's note.
Me
Yeah.
and-
So what's it going to be?
Me
What do
and
you think?
Mildred, we're going to break the glass.
I'm
Yeah?
fine with that.
Okay.
Should we break one at a time, or should we do two at once?
Let's do one, I think, to start.
Okay.
No fun, but okay.
Yeah, so I have, just for your guys' info, I have rogues have find, remove traps. You guys can check in the room, but you won't be anywhere near as proficient as like a thief would be if he was here.
And there's nothing else in the room, this room, like a towel or anything.
No, it's empty.
It's empty.
Yeah.
Except for this shit.
So you guys are going to try and hammer one of the clunk, 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 and try and break one of the...
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We need to take a quick break, and then
Okay.
let's do that.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, Mindy just invited him in to live in her attic. Mork.
Well, it was the
Totally
70s,
random.
though. It was a simpler time.
Totally random.
Well, yeah, they met. I think he goes into the music shop that she works at, right? She works at a music shop. And
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, let's take a break. And we're back.
Was he in, like, that fucking suit when he came to Earth, too? I guess
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah, he showed up in the suit.
You guys remember a lot
Yeah,
more
that is
about this than I do.
Totally.
Well, we're older.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Mork and Mindy? Yeah.
She's in an argument with her boyfriend, and he comes in the suit, and she thinks he's a priest, which you would in that suit.
It was the 70s. It was a different time.
Oh, wasn't he wearing it backwards?
Oh, yes, it was on backwards. Holy, really?
Yeah, that's how, so it looked like the priest collar.
I can't believe you remembered that.
Well, I bet I remember a lot more about Family Matters than you guys. So
I didn't watch much TV at all.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to.
Until Airwolf came around.
wait, were you allowed to?
No,
Feels like your
not
family
really,
you would have been
no.
restricted, right?
Yeah.
Scott's
Anyway.
Family is a different podcast.
Yeah.
He was raised by Amish wolves.
It's about 500 episodes in the making.
You strayed far.
Yeah. This Mormon apple fell off the planet. Okay, so where were we? Oh, you guys were going to hammer one of
Yeah,
these circles.
I'm hammering that shit.
All right, so in almost like chain gang rhythm, you start to drop a couple. You start with one, look at it, you throw a couple down, then you get into sort of a rhythm. But you, the sort of the feel you're getting as you're hitting this is that it's more. It's definitely not like glass or lens style. It's like some other substance. It's like really hard. It feels like you're hitting a rock.
Can
like
I
a
melt
stone
it?
Floor. You could try breathing on it.
I'm going to try and melt that shit.
All right. So,
I'm
and what are
going-
you guys up to?
I'm going back to the controls to see if I can divine a way to change our course. if
Cool.
there's any
Cool.
way.
Can you when you do that, can you spray paint boring on the top?
We're flying into a sun.
I'm going to leave.
Okay. Leave.
What?
I'm
What?
going to leave the room and actually go investigate.
Okay.
Investigate what?
I'm looking for my belongings.
Really,
Okay.
it seems like not
I mean,
the focus.
hey,
that we
great
should-
timing. No, seriously,
All right,
really good timing.
Well, I'd be more suited when I'm back in my clothing.
Okay, great.
Your
And
clothing's
since we're
probably back
leaving
on your
here-
planet.
Great.
But you haven't. So where are you going to look though?
I'm just going to look close and keep them within
in the
earshot.
in the bed.
No, I'm going to leave.
go back.
Yeah, try
Okay.
to
right.
go into
But
the
you haven't
hallway.
seen anything on the way here yet.
But I want to go through other rooms. I
Okay.
just want to get out of this room.
Okay. All right.
Should I leave?
Yeah. You should step, like while you're exploring, you can't hear what these guys
Okay,
say.
so you guys you might have to end the show. If, I don't know how we're timing out, but
Or should we leave?
keep an eye on it.
I don't know. I'm really
No,
disappointed,
we're-
Brian.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
You let me know.
Right.
There he goes.
So while you guys are exploring,
He just wants to take a
Damien
nap.
quietly just walks out of the room.
Yep, typical. Hey, thanks, buddy.
You've been real helpful so far.
All the
Glad we rescued you.
all the dragons say thanks. Wow.
I detect less evil now.
Yeah.
I detect a lot more cowardice.
Okay, so no explanation or anything. The emo Hot Topic employee just walks out.
Okay.
He's gone. So you Bart, you breathe, you huff and puff and breathe a intense blue-white flame down on this thing.
My top flame.
And it doesn't melt. And when you put your hand on the surface of it, it feels like a tentative touching. It still feels cool. In fact, as you touch it, it feels almost metallic. So you're not sure if it's like a moving part or.
Touch,
but you
touch
have
different ones and different order in different sequence.
Oh yeah, do like big like dance on them like
and while that's happening, I do like dance
the piano dance. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to dance to the.
What do I have to roll? What do I have to roll on a percentile to be able to do an all stop on this ship?
Well, I'm rolling that.
Whoa! What about me?
Well, no. So you're back on the buttons, right?
I am.
Okay, yeah. So I haven't rolled for that turn yet, but I roll it, and you. I'll tell you this.
You to roll it.
I'll tell you, you have to roll really, really well to randomly steer a big ship like this how you'd want. But pretty much, if you change the direction at all, it's a good thing.
Sure.
So, but you're messing with the controls, and you don't feel any.
So what about this chest though? It's just sitting there.
So wait, while he's doing that, you guys start experimenting more with for your turn. You
Dancing
experiment
around.
more with the the circles.
touching in different orders.
So you guys, you're trying to do like button presses, and you see out of the corner of your eye, you see Mildred step on one, and there's like a twinkle, and she's gone.
I mean,
Okay.
all right. Well,
So I guess I'm.
So
Am I exiting?
I mean, I liked her.
Am I dead? Gone?
no.
Okay.
I mean,
No, worse.
Probably.
By the way he just said that, it's worse.
so well.
It did seem that way.
So now that the group is splitting up into a whole bunch of different directions, how about you guys like do the earmuffs? So you like plug your ears and hum, and then I'll just whisper to Sarah. All right, so like it changing channels. You appear in a room. You're standing on a circle. It's the exact same room as the one you were just in, except one end of it looks like a huge hatch. Could be like another like docking possibility.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's clearly still on the ship and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
This looks like a fancy airlock, basically.
Okay. Is there any way that can I try to repeat what I've done to like?
Yeah, I mean, you bounce up and down on this, it doesn't work, but stepping to another one, you're like,
Yeah.
okay. All right, you're good. All right, so
I feel like we're not good.
your sigh of your exasperated sigh, like, oh God, has barely finished,
Yeah.
and there's like a, and she appears on top of another one of the circles.
Oh God, is she covered in blood?
I teleported to a hatch room, like a airlock kind of thing, and then I just came back. I could teleport back by stepping on another thing. So I don't know if we want to experiment with where all these might go,
Yep.
or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks
I
like a
think-
real high-end version of this is like the first class docking area up here, so.
I think that's a good idea.
If only our stupid wizard.
right.
Wait, right. Here's the thing: we could probably get teleported to where his shit is.
Well, maybe.
But we can't even fly the
Maybe.
ship.
Yeah, it's more likely this is just a super fancy way to get into the airlock without the old guy, because he's super fancy, probably doesn't like turning big submarine style doors.
But there's
so
a
it's
bunch
his,
of these-
luxury entry.
There's how many? 18,
18,
right?
yeah.
So
Most likely, this is where his ship that he's on now departed. But the good thing is that means that Blackie does have a place,
Yeah.
in theory, to attach when he gets back up here.
if he gets back.
What do you want to do about the room full of high level?
In the rooms you teleport to, is there another one of those round things on the ground that you step on, or
Yeah, it was the same setup, right?
and that's not in the other room.
Yeah, that wherever she went, the sort of the matching room or the destination, the B point of that teleport, it looks just like the one you're in, except it has a huge like hatch at the end.
Oh,
of
and that's it.
so.
But are there other ones? Is what I'm
Well,
saying.
that's what I was saying. We could
Is there
try to
other
step.
places?
We could. I don't know. We could step
yeah,
on other
yeah.
ones to try to get to other teleport
that
to other
sounds-
locations.
Because idiot's not going to figure out how to move the stuff.
The only thing I would caution is if the ship is damaged,
Right.
you
You don't want to beam into a damaged section of the ship.
Definitely.
Is what you're
Well,
saying,
you
yeah.
have your helmet up, so that's good for.
Ken wants to know if I'm dead yet.
Tell him you're wearing
tell
your
him to be
helmet.
patient.
I'm still thinking about that chest. Can't get it off my mind. Someone, please.
We can go get it. I was thinking about ways to make it a little bit more palatable to actually try and maybe use some rope and pull it out.
Okay,
of the
we
room
can wait
without going
maybe
in
until
there.
we have an exit strategy, I guess, but I'm not leaving it there.
I agree.
The chest?
Yeah.
I want to pull it over into the other room and
That's
put
what
it
I
on
was
one of the
thinking.
things and get out of there.
Yeah.
Well, just touching it might
Will I
activate
be?
whatever you're
Can
worried
I
about.
take a limited even roll to, like a modified?
To check the room out?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, well, I'll roll that for you again.
yeah.
Because it's sort of passive. But this is in reference to an earlier note, which I can't share. Wait, actually, you guys both do earmuffs again. That way,
Secrets.
I mean,
that way, the listener we can let. All right. So part of Sir Richard's backstory is that he lost his hand in a basically as punishment for a crime as a rogue. You were a thief.
I was a thief.
Yeah. So you have rogue
Nobody ever knew that.
sensibilities. Yeah. So that we're giving Gerry a little bonus on the trap
Sir Richard
searching.
almost died.
Yeah.
As a result of the hand being cut off, and then that's when he changed his life and devoted it to the city of Glenshmore, which had imprisoned him.
Nobody knew that
Nobody,
until now.
Nobody asked.
And now it's
We've
just
known that.
between me, Gerry, and all of you. All right.
I
All right,
have
you're
to
good.
ask them not to listen.
I can't read lips. I tried. I wanted to see if it was like a hidden skill that I had.
We were mumbling too, like a couple of idiots.
That was a good one, though.
Okay, so you go. So you guys experiment. You're continuing to experiment with the circles, or you're gonna work on the chest process
I guess
right
the
now.
circles. We could just. Do you want
Yeah, I
to
wanna
keep-
see where else they
We'll just
go.
keep.
Okay, so while you move into the other
May
room,
Save us.
you guys start hopping on all the circles. The first like half dozen that you do send you, Bart. You see that it like almost like a channel changes. Your vision just goes, and you're in this other room. They all send you back and forth to that room. It's starting to look sort of like it's almost like a Halo teleporter. It's like in out. While you guys are doing that, Sir Richard moves into the room on the left, and you sort of, without disturbing hopefully any of the possible traps that could be in there, you start looking around. You don't find anything on the desk, the books, the chest. You do find extremely cautiously moving around the statue of the sort of the robot. You do find that running out of the back of the robot. Previously, you couldn't see it from where you're like the other. In fact, you can only see it if you're up against the wall that its back is against. But you see hoses similar to the where the people are hung up, and they've found people. Dave, they found people that are like like guys, males that are suspended like in coma or whatever.
Yeah,
and they're having some type of like. Juice or shit pumped out of them. So you see hoses connecting this robot to the wall, which makes it seem now less like a statue and more like something that could move.
Is there any sense in the group that we might want to cut the hoses, or is that a shortcut to activation?
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's. Wouldn't he do that himself when he like? Yeah, I guess I don't know. Because I feel like that could just release him. That might be what he does when he's breaks free. Or not. I mean, I think maybe a chest first and then disconnecting the giant robot would be
Well, the chest, I feel like maybe we should not... let's see what happens when I maybe make a play for a book.
I feel like the robot might steer the ship.
I think he's going to steer his way through. By the way, it's a ranged. You would know this. He's got like a ranged sort of weapon, like his hands can fire out and then come back.
Is this a good time for my Vin Diesel impersonation?
Please.
Yeah.
Robot bad, yeah.
That was uncanny.
Nailed it.
Yeah, that was weird. You actually look like Vin now to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's... You guys
It's
finish
obviously
your experimentation.
The robot is the trap. So
Right, the robot's
as long as you're willing to face the robot with me, we
Yeah.
know from
Well, look, I don't know
experience they have
what
a
about-
lot of hit points.
Okay, how am I? What can I hurt him with fire?
Yeah, we fought
What
them.
else do I
We
got?
fought them
Yeah, you
before.
can hurt 'em.
This one seems.
And you also have a sword. Like you're
All right,
you're
I got
a
a
fighter.
sword,
Yeah.
What about? Can I fly? Because I'm a dragon.
No, Dave. No wings on this one.
Please just give me leave.
You
to
do
open the
have
chest.
a theoretically a quick escape because you just
Yeah.
across the room you've got
Yeah.
the jump pads that you've found.
I know. I'm all about those jump pads.
I'm going to use my sword
Hmm.
and move the chest.
Yep.
Is there a handle on the side?
Yeah, both sides. It's like a real stereotypical.
Is it heavy?
Love it.
treasure chest.
Skyrim.
Is it?
I'm gonna
Can one
use
guy
that-
carry it?
I'm going to use that.
One guy normally couldn't, but you guys are all not normal dudes.
Right, I'm a
so
dragon.
yeah.
No.
Uh,
Is that Brian?
that was
Brian
Brian.
is.
He's not allowed in here.
He's gesturing at me.
He's gesturing at the DM.
but
Hey.
yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be gone very long.
No, you
Oh.
are.
All right. Do you guys want to talk amongst yourselves for a second? As right before you do this.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I just got to see what Brian's going to say. Be right back.
Scott, do you have any Werthers? I don't know what the
I don't know what
conversation
we're
could
talking
be.
about. We're gonna do it.
By the
We're
way,
taking the chest.
Ken is the one who told me to do the Vin Diesel impression, and he also told me to breathe fire on something.
You tell him you already did. You breathed on some obsidian.
You're like
teleport.
Ken's avatar. Yeah, you're not playing. Ken's playing.
Is that an insult to Dave?
I think so. I think most things are.
He's not reacting.
I know, because he's texting Ken back.
He's probably looking up more Mork and Mindy stuff.
When we get this chest, we're fine. I think it's good. I'd like to get a peek into it too, or we're gonna have to fight this thing.
Oh, I think we're gonna be running for our lives. so
Yeah,
don't
I
worry
just
about
feel
peeking
like we're getting to
inside.
that end game situation where Mildred is just, we've now
She's
seen our
resigned
world's
her
on
fate.
fire. I've been
I'm not giving up.
cloned.
Don't give
No,
up.
it's not about giving up. It's just about look, we're really going to dither over opening a chest or not? Like, let's just get this going,
Yeah, I mean, seriously, get off your ass. Let's make something happen.
Well, I just grabbed the chest with the sword and dragged it out into the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
So you very carefully with the sword, you move it a little bit, keeping an eye on the statue on the edge. You move it a little bit more, and then sort of just drag it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No reaction. though.
That's what I thought, because that thing
Yeah.
drives
Now,
the ship.
hang on. So I'm going to use the sword,
Yeah.
stepping back to try and pop the top
To
a little
open
bit.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should
In a
we?
way
Should
that
we? Can
don't
we?
stand
Can
in
we
front
try
of
to
the
teleport
front. No.
it? All right.
Okay.
Well, we could. But
So you there's like a big heavy latch, but fiddling with your sword, you see that it's unlocked. So you flip the latch up, stick the
just-
sword in.
Copies of old Wii
probably
magazines from the 1970s.
Yeah, I mean it seems like this would be where the guy would keep some of his precious things. So
Yeah.
if he's gone, maybe he had to leave in
Is it
maybe he
empty?
left in
Is
such
it
a hurry.
empty?
So you pry the lid open carefully. You're waiting for the worst to happen.
I just thought
But
we had poison traps.
the lid just
of-
clonks open backwards onto the floor, and
Outcomes.
in the chest, clearly you can tell by the way
It's
that
not evil
the
because I didn't detect evil.
Yeah.
So.
It's
clearly by
full
the
of-
way the stuff is settled in there, you can see a whole bunch of stuff has been hurriedly just pulled out of
Oh,
it.
shit.
But at the bottom of the chest, there's still some odds and ends that look sort of interesting. There's a robe. There's like a purple.
Oh, man.
Oh, too bad.
Blackie.
I was gonna say Darkman or whatever left when he was looking for.
no,
He was looking for his clothes and
Nice
just
job.
exited.
So it's like
he's out there
don't
trying to
tell
find
him
his
we got
shorts.
the hotel bathrobe. Yeah.
He's out there looking for his shorts, and we've got the robe in here. Nice job, buddy.
So it's like a short. I mean, it's sort of a lame looking. It's like
Like
is
a
it like
kimono?
up above
Look
up above your butt, like a short little fancy.
Like
pants.
if Lando had a robe?
Exactly.
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I should put that on.
yeah. It's like Lando's cape,
Well,
but
it
with
might be
shoulders and a
cursed.
hood.
Who gives a shit? I'm gonna put it on.
It's not his dragon. All right.
I love that I've got you calling it a dragon.
Yeah, you know what? Wait. It can't be cursed because I didn't detect evil.
Yep, I'm putting it on.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so
What else is in there?
You do
Robe?
put on the
Hang
robe. Well, anything that happens or whatever, depending on what the robe is, you may have to wait to find out.
Right.
What?
Nothing happens immediately, though. So
It may have given you powers of some kind.
yeah. Also, at the bottom of this chest, there's a. Let me get my notes. That's not it. Hold on. That's a menu. Okay. There's the robe, and then there is a scroll, which
Save it for.
none of you can read.
Okay,
But
so let's burn
I
it.
copied it. No. I mean, I got it. I'm not copying it.
Dave would be in trouble though with the "you say it and it happens" rule sometimes, because a lot of times, like, it gets Brian.
Oh,
He'll just say it, and we like to just play it, and then he's like, "Wait, what? No." Yeah, and then there's also a 2 matching knives.
Yeah.
all right.
I'll pick up the knives.
That's of interest to the fighters.
Okay, well, pick up if they're matching, then you should take them both. Probably. Right?
They're
a
it
set.
definitely looks like they're a set.
It's okay. Take the knives. We'll save the scroll for Blackie and the robe. Well, I guess we'll find out what it does.
I mean,
Yeah, Ken will find out someday. Maybe Dave will find out.
flying. I told Ken.
Do we want to grab any of those magic books, put them in the chest, and bring them along?
So
That's like a wizard's
Before you
delight.
do that, when you're over there, you're just looking at the desk.
Yeah.
The stuff that's strewn across the desk is you can't make real heads or tails of it. This would have to be for Blackie's eyes because he's the sort of the astronomer in the group. But it's clearly like star charts
need
and
that.
positions.
That's the stuff we're going to take, and that's when the giant crazy robot comes alive.
Well, let's. We do need that. We need to have that information if we're going to probably survive this, or even find this guy if we are lucky enough to get off the ship. We have no sign of Blackie yet, right? The evil priest that we drugged out of the Matrix has stumbled back down the hall.
Yep.
Great.
Now, wait, hold on. In the middle of this rant from Sir Richard.
What? Oh God, what's happening? I'll start shooting fire at everything. If I get freaked out,
No, Damien quietly walks back in.
I have anxiety issues. That's not quietly.
Yeah, it was pretty loud.
Nothing quiet about that. Did you find your shorts?
What's he wearing?
Did I find any other black clothing? Or?
No.
I found a robe. It's purple. Are you going to say anything? You're still not talking?
No.
All right. So you observe.
What do I observe?
You observe as you walk into the bridge. You observe
don't
the
know.
doors have all been opened. There's a room filled with circular panels on the floor, and off to the left, everyone's huddled around an giant empty treasure chest, and they're talking amongst themselves about the desk and the books and the charts and stuff.
And I have a robe.
Yeah, and
And
Bart
so
is
what?
wearing
You're autistic? Like what's happening with you?
I'm going. Let's clear the room.
Yeah, I check under the mattress.
Be ready to jump on the
Black-
Crawl under the
has not
sumptuous
shown up?
covers.
No.
Blackie's not here
No,
yet.
Blackie.
Okay.
How many books are there?
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's a shelf. So there's the desk.
Get ready to cover me if this thing comes
Yeah,
to life.
I'll burn everything that's around.
Well,
What,
hang on a
what
minute.
might come to life?
So
The
there's
20-foot robot thing.
essentially 90. So there's
Oh,
3 shelves of about 30 books each that
Will
are
they
sort of
fit
over
in the chest?
No.
yeah, a pretty good chunk of them.
Well, we need what's on the desk too. So why don't while I load the books into the trunk, maybe you guys clear the desk and then we'll
I'm searching the rest of the room, and also we need.
Mildred, right now, you said
Why
you
are
were
the
checking
books
out
not
the
value?
sumptuous covers.
Well, yeah, I said it was crawling under the sumptuous.
So
Why are
Mildred
the-
is
why are the
crawling
books
around the
of,
bed, which
value?
is
Well, I thought also under the
They're-
look under the
they're
mattress.
magician's books.
They're magic
Yeah,
books.
Blackie's gonna want them, but of course he ran away. And we don't.
I'm not even sure that Blackie will get them.
Yeah, let's just
keep
them.
Let's just take one book each.
Okay, so you check the bed.
I start to look at the books.
The sheets, by the way, the sheets feel like it's like silk ice. I mean, this shit is smooth, and the thread count is off the charts.
Yeah, I bet.
Your
This guy knew
your
how to live.
female dwarven skin has never felt anything like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's maybe raise the octave a little
The
bit. 'Cause
dragon is erect.
creepy.
Do I recognize anything in the books?
Okay, and then you guys wait, what are you guys doing?
I was gonna grab some books, put them in the trunk, and get the hell out of here.
Okay,
gonna
so you
grab the stuff off
scoot
the
the
desk.
chest over. You grab a book. Immediately, you hear the popping of like
Oh, you were so worried about the chest.
the
and then-
hydraulic popping sound.
Books?
And you see the like fumes, and you hear the splashing of fluid hitting the floor as the hoses separate from the
So
wall.
you knew he would separate from them hoses.
He's not moving yet, but
Just hit him. Like,
As
let's
soon
go
as you-
right now. Let's.
as soon as you grab the books,
Okay,
The
I
box
will.
separated
What
from the
happens?
wall.
What happens if I let go of the book that I'm holding?
its arm starts to move.
Oh, all right, out of the room, out of the room. I'm bolting out of the room.
Oh,
I'm out of
I
the room,
attack
too.
him.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack him too, but I don't want to be.
I'm just getting one good swing in before, then I'll.
Can I
He
back
has-
up and hit him at the same time with the gauntlet?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna set the bed on fire.
We're gonna set everything on fire. We're flying into the sun.
All right. So, anything with the books left, or now we're on priority?
is-
Priority.
Well,
bot?
I'm slipping out of the silken sheets.
Hey,
and
you're
into
getting
battle
stuff off the
mode.
desk.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm grabbing all the stuff off the desk.
Okay. Just shoveling it into
Yep.
the chest. Okay.
All right.
And let's call it.
Oh, that's fucking perfect. Oh my God, people are gonna come to your house and kill you, Brian.
So Mindy's dad is really mad at Mindy for letting Mork live in the house.
Thanks, Dave Anthony. He's going to be back for the next episode. And we miss Blaine and we miss Ken.
Nope.
They'll be back the one after this. Well,
Maybe.
yeah, one or two from now. Yeah.
If there's still a show.
Anybody got anything to plug?
Deadpool 19,
When does that come out?
November 13th. So
Okay, yeah.
in the week,
Couple weeks.
a week after.
I have a comedy album called Shame Chamber.
Yeah,
That's right. Very funny.
Good
Any road next week or the week after?
I got nothing. I'm at Largo on the 20th of November.
And Walk in the Room, very funny podcast that he does with Greg Barrett. And we've got The Last Christmas Jerry and I did. We've talked about it before, but it's hardcover, available soon.
November
So you
20th.
Can, yeah.
To pre-order it, though.
You can
Appreciate
pre-order
it.
that on Amazon.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolf Radio. Boom.